Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We are live, and this is one of our MLS experiences. Go ahead and say hello. Let me know that you can hear me okay. That would be awesome. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Miss Janice King. Just you saying hello lets me know that you can hear me. And hearing that from you is good enough. All righty. Hello, Cheryl. Welcome. Hi, Michael Foster. Hello, the healthy flexitarian. Miss Gina Williams. Welcome. Hey, Asada. Welcome, welcome. All right, guys. So now I know you can hear me okay. I am gonna go ahead and start with our MLS song, and then I will come back with our intro. All right.
It's very low. We can't hear it. We don't hear anything right now.
All right, guys. Had a little technical difficulties there. Here we
Okay,
go.
your mic is very low. If you can turn it up some.
Business. Ask MLS system to get in on this. Send money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. It'll raise our financial wisdom. Spreading like a wildfire all over the world. Don't get left out, learn what it's all about. From just pennies to thousands of dollars going through a worldwide currency. Only if you knew well, MLS system is making it happen. Open your account and get tapped in. Digital currency is an emerging technology. A way to up your financial psychology. It's money you can spend. Let it grow exponentially before you dip in. It's called cryptocurrency. 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 Changing how the world does business. Just make sure you get in on this. Sending money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. It'll raise our financial wisdom. Countries around the world are jumping in, creating ways to ride the trend. Businesses lining up to accept Bitcoin. Soon every store will join. Call MLS system to get your coins. Get in the mix, learn the tricks. Bitcoins are facing a dark 21. Call MLS system to have some fun. how the world does business. All right, guys. Hopefully you can hear me okay.
We got you.
Can you hear me okay, Wallstreet?
A lot better. Yes. I don't know what you just did, but that was a lot better. Yes.
Well, what happened was the headset that I had in, you guys wasn't hearing the song. So when I pull a headset out, the microphone on the laptop is just not that great. So next week I have the video ready and it'll run much smoother. Okay. Welcome, guys. This is our MLS experience. Please excuse the technical difficulties. It happens sometimes, but that's okay. I appreciate you guys that are here. You are spending this time with us. You could be watching football game or whatever your favorite Monday night TV shows are, but you are here, and we appreciate that. Okay, so as you guys can see, there is some new colors here, some new logo here. We had already been working on the branding, the new branding, and we were not going to launch the new branding until the new website came out. But you guys already know what's going on with that. We are moving forward. You know, crypto is growing strong. So we're said we're going to go ahead and introduce the new branding because I have a ton of images that have been creating and just waiting. Okay. So y'all pay attention to the new website links. Somebody was telling me today they could not find the group page. Okay. Well, the massive leverage system group page actually changed a couple of months ago. Okay. So if you can look at any of your old emails, you guys, you could tell at the bottom of the email, there are the new links for all of our social media. Okay. Also at the bottom of this image, you'll see, massive leverage system. That's the new name for our fan page. So if you're still trying to click on MLS Bitcoin Club as far as a fan page and it says, no longer available, that's why, right? I also posted in our group. If you click on announcements, there's also an announcement a couple months ago that lets you guys know about the new links. Okay. So, leaders, we must notify our teams. Everybody's not here on Monday night. Some people have to work. Sometimes people are listening on replay, and that's fine. But you want to make sure that they are getting the announcements. Okay. All right. So who am I, guys? Well, my name is Pamela Jesse. I am actually the director of operations, and I am one of your biggest cheerleaders. Okay. Sometimes it might not sound like it, but hey, we have to, you know, sometimes we have to share tough love with people, right? And that is where we are. And like I said, I'm one of your biggest cheerleaders. And let's go ahead with our intro. Okay. So first of all, again, this is our MLS experience. Now, you can experience MLS, and we say this all the time, not just through our weekly events, but people can experience MLS through our members and through our IWEs. Well, what are IWEs? Those are our independent wealth educators. Okay. That's what you are. If you are a pro member, and you actually share the club and you actually share the education, and then you're rewarded in free Bitcoin. Okay. This is our MLS State of the Union, and we have this event every Monday night at 9 p.m. This is when we get to spend time collaborating with our members. It is not a presentation, guys. It's our State of the Union. So if you are a guest, you get a feel for how we collaborate with each other. Okay. You get a feel for how and whether or not we even keep you guys up to date. You get to hear from our leaders, our founder and visionary, and you get to hear some great training updates about what's going on in the crypto industry and golden nuggets. Okay. If you are live right now on our Facebook page or on our YouTube page, I need you to find that share button. Okay. And share with members that may not be on here, and even if they can't watch it now, they'll be able to go back and click on that link that you shared and watch the replay. Okay, if you are live right now with us, go ahead and say, we are live. I am live. I am here. I want to walk with Wallstreet. You can say any of those exciting things, right? Let us know that you are live and you are watching it with us live. But if you are watching this on a replay, and this may be your second time watching it on replay, right? Go ahead and tell us that you are watching this on replay. Just put it in the comments, all right? That is so awesome. It helps in so many ways, guys. It helps with the Facebook algorithm. Like, it used to be a time when you had thousands of friends and all of your friends would see your notifications. It does not work like that anymore. Okay. So I know a lot of times people may say, well, hey, I posted something and very few people liked it. You know why? Because Facebook doesn't show it to everybody at the same time. Okay. They only show it to a few people. And then if those few people show interest, like commenting, like liking, like sharing, then Facebook will show it to more people. Okay. So the more you share it on your page, the more you comment, the more you like, the more your Facebook algorithm would show it to others. Okay. Just keep that in mind, guys. So, and then again, like I said, if you are watching this broadcast on replay or repeat, just let us know that as well, right? So let's go ahead and let's talk about our disclaimer. I want to get all of these important things out of the way before I introduce you to our founder and visionary, okay? So, our disclaimer. It says, I am not a licensed financial advisor. This was actually created if Wallstreet was speaking himself. I'll create one that says we, but we are not licensed financial advisors. This information is for educational purposes only. Anything heard on this broadcast is not intended to substitute for you obtaining accounting, tax, and financial advice from a licensed professional. Okay. Make sure that you beware of scammers, guys. They are out there everywhere. They are attacking all kind of companies, large, small, it doesn't matter. Be careful, okay? We will never, a leader will never, another member will never comment, inbox, email you requesting you to send Bitcoin to receive Bitcoin or any coin, right? If anybody does that, guys, I don't care if it's an image of one of our leaders, because scammers have done that too. They are actually go to our page and see who the top leaders are, grab their pictures. It's amazing what these scammers will do. So please make sure that you let your guests know about scammers. You let your new team members know about scammers. We have to create, the correct expectation for our members. Okay. Um, so yes, beware. All right. Beware. So let me go ahead and take this down, guys. One moment. So hold on one moment. Excuse me. All right. We got that back up. Okay. So before I introduce you to our founder and visionary, Mr. Wallstreet, I do have a few announcements. Okay. Number one, um we are having a leadership meeting next Tuesday. It will be November the 9th. next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. We have quite a few members that are in our leadership group right now. If you are not a part of that leadership group, what does it take to be a part of it? Well, you need 10 active members in your community. Okay. 10 active members in your community. All right. So you want to make sure that that has happened. Check your team, guys. Some of them, you may only be short one person. So you could grab your new member, or you can help some of your older members renew their accounts, because of course big things are coming, big things are happening. People always come and renew when crypto starts increasing. And then again, we are really making things happen and changing some things with MLS. So you want everybody to be on board and active when it happens. Okay. All righty. Next announcement is this Saturday coming up is the first Saturday of the month. And this is when Wallstreet has his trainings called Cryptology. Okay. We had stopped all additional lives until we launch the new website. But we are going to, well, he is going to start back with at least that training once a month. So I will put a new flyer out with the new logo. I have that ready for you guys on tomorrow. And once I create that, then I will also go ahead and create the StreamYard invitation so that y'all can start sharing that training with any of your prospective members, okay, or any prospective IWEs. All right. So you want to definitely make sure that you keep that in mind. We had a great Q&A on Thursday night. Um, we are not doing this every Thursday, but I will start letting you guys know when we have those Q&A. I'm thinking we may do it at least once a month, unless I see that there is a necessity to do them more than that. Okay. I do want to give a shout out to the ladies that were a part of the meeting after the meeting, and that was Tony Battle Gaines, Jeannie Moore, and Claudia Chambers. We ended up talking a whole nother hour, and they shared some great ideas with us. They asked some questions, and we really had a great conversation. So this is what we want to hear from our leaders. Okay. We don't know what the field is having issues with, looking for, until you talk to us. Okay. So I do want to give a shout out to those ladies that participated in our meeting after the meeting. All right. So, guys, that is it for now. I do have another special announcement, and I will take care of that at the end of the show. Okay. So, what is MLS? And I always like to talk about just a few things before we turn it over, so that any of our guests that are with us, if they are hearing MLS and they don't know what it stands for, they don't know what the club does, they don't know what we're about. Sometimes we invite guests on and they have no idea what they were invited to, right? So we want to make sure that we cover those few things. Again, it's not a presentation. I'm just covering a few things so you won't be lost, okay? So MLS stands for Massive Leverage System, okay? Well, we are breaking the chains of financial scarcity. Our mission is, hold on one second. I hate it when it rains, because then we are having the worst time. Okay, here we go. So we are a membership club, guys. This is important. We're not a network marketing company. It's not a job. Okay. It's a membership club where you are able to join. You pay for education, and you are rewarded with Bitcoin for sharing, and people purchase education as well. Okay. So again, we are a membership club operating and serving members since 2014. Okay. We operate globally with our corporate office in the Atlanta metro area. Our mission is to create a self managed system for members to accumulate Bitcoin for free while growing your financial knowledge to elevate you and your family to a better lifestyle. Now, our club was built on five pillars of wealth, okay? That is a foundation. Pillar 1 is creating cash flow. Pillar 2 is acquiring precious metals and cryptocurrency, okay? Pillar 3 is infinite banking. We want you to learn how to be your own bank, okay? Pillar 4 is learning to trade, and pillar 5 is acquiring real estate. All right. So some of us may have achieved a few of those pillars, but we want you to achieve all 5. Okay. And we do this by providing 10 wealth courses. Okay. 10 wealth courses. Our first one is called Starter, and it is Crypto 101 and 102. Our second wealth course is Extreme Credit. Our third wealth course is Intro to Business. We teach you how to set up your business and how to set up your LLC and make sure you have the tools necessary to run a successful business. Wealth Course 3 is Business Credit. We're talking about extreme business credit and not using your personal tax ID number or your personal social to build that credit. We want to teach you how to do it without that. Okay. Wealth Course 4 is Solo 401k. Guys, this is one of the reasons why I joined the club. I wanted to know how to set up my own 401k. I've been self employed since 1996. So when you hear these wealth courses, I want you to think about that one course that is interesting to you that will make you want to join the club. Okay. Wealth Course 5 is ALOCs and HELOCs. Those are your advanced lines of credit. Okay. We teach you how to pay off your mortgage within 5 years. People have done it. I think Wallstreet said someone did it in 3 years. Okay. I know is absolutely that someone paid off 4 homes. Okay. Not just one. Wealth Course 6 is Intro to Trading. Wealth Course 7 is Infinite Banking. Wealth Course 8 is Offshore Accounts. And Wealth Course 9 is Venture Capitalist. And this is when we all get together. We're multimillionaires then, and we are putting our money together, purchasing malls and all type of great adventures. Okay. So that is it, guys, for now. Like I said, that just tells you a little bit about what we do, how we do it, why we do it. And now let me introduce to the gentleman that created this club. Again, his name is Darry Perkinson. We call him Wallstreet, okay? And as you hear him speak, you will understand why. He is our founder and visionary, but he is also a computer programmer, okay? He is also a master trader. He trades on several different platforms, right? He is from Newark, New Jersey. He was born on welfare, but now he's a millionaire. And guess what? He came back to get us. He is a person that has learned a wealth of knowledge and he's not keeping it to himself. Okay. He came back to share this information with us and to help a wealth of people. He is a retired master sergeant and he served over 20 years in our United States Army, and we thank him for that. And the last thing I want to leave you with is he always say, if you walk with me, I will make you a millionaire. So, guys, I want you to get your pen and paper ready, and I want you to prepare to listen to what our founder and visionary has to share. Mr. Wallstreet, I'm going to go ahead and step out of the way and turn it over to you.
All right, Pam, appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey guys, how you doing? I appreciate you guys coming in tonight. I'm gonna start off with sharing my screen. I like doing sharing my screen, so let me do that. Let me put it over here because I gotta show you some slides, just a little bit about where we started. Right, this is where we started, and we look back. I look back around 2016. I want you to think about where you were in 2016, 2017, 2018. And I've been on this journey helping people. And I started out, you see my face up there. I was in the military, right? I did 20 years, came out. But I started out with 3 credit cards, 3. Each credit card that I had was $750. I told you this last week, right? And I just took a little snapshot today, and my credit is over 143,000. This is my personal credit, not just business. I'm talking about business, personal, $143,000. We don't call that good credit. We don't call that good credit. We call that extreme credit. There's good credit. It's your credit score is, above 720. That's good credit. So my credit score jumps and fluctuates all the time. My credit score goes down like about a month ago. My credit score was like 635. And now today is over 739. Say, wait, what's going on? How is your score jumping like that? Because when you use the utilization, in other words, when I take the money from the credit cards and use that to purchase some more assets or pay off debt, I use that as a line of credit. You got it? And so we go through this stuff, and it's part of what I teach you, is that how you become the bank. You got to understand that your job is to become the bank. Extreme credit, it is a transformation that you become the bank. You have to learn to become the bank. Think about where you were, right? Maybe before you got started with us, or before you got going, maybe you weren't looking for cash flow. Like, when you understand cash flow, it flows to the people who are looking for it. But a lot of people, believe it or not, they don't look for cash flow. They work 9 to 5 every day, do what they got to do. So if you aren't looking, you don't find it. MLS Bitcoin Club, or right now, Massive Leverage System, that's what it stands for, is only for the people who are looking, because we cash flowing daily. Every day is payday within our system. And I love this slide right here, guys. This is a slide that I really love. This slide right here came to me in a vision. I sat down one day and it just started coming. I said, what's going on? Because most people, the state of their home economy, this is the State of the Union, right? But I really believe in the home economy. If your home economy is not growing, you can't blame the government. Even though inflation is kicking everybody's butt right now, unless you're in the crypto space, it's kicking your butt. If you're dealing in fiat, your fiat money is getting less and less and less and less and less. But when you go into the crypto space, new ideas can pay your mortgage this week. And I promise you, there are people on this call that have paid their mortgage in a week just by being and understanding how to be in this club and start making some different choices. Okay, I just want to say that. So years ago, last year, let me see, about 3-4 years ago, one Bitcoin was about 4 years ago, is about maybe 2017. It went from $1,000 to basically $20,000. January of 2017, it was 1,000. By December of that same year, 2017, it was $20,000. So you could purchase maybe 4 ounces of gold at that time. Gold didn't move really, guys. Gold has not moved. It's between $1,750 to $2,100, and every time it gets to $2,100, it pulls back. Right now, I just looked at it. I got right before this call, it's $1,791. $1,791. 1 ounce of gold is $1,791. Okay, hasn't really moved in 10 years. Now look at this next slide. Look at this. Today, right now, one Bitcoin can purchase 34 ounces of gold. That's today. Now, recently, when we used to do this talk about a year ago, it did about 12 ounces, 13 ounces, 15 ounces. Bitcoin is going up so much, it can purchase 34 ounces of gold. You got to put that in perspective, guys. When you think about where you are, and people always talk about gold is gold, gold this and gold. I don't believe in Bitcoin, but I want to get some physical gold. Okay, cool. Get one Bitcoin and go get 34 ounces of gold. That's powerful. That's $61,000. You got it? Okay. I want to talk about this right here, not this one. I want to talk about this one. So in the system, I want to bring this slide up. Years ago, not long ago, a year ago, April the 6th, 2020, Bitcoin was equal to $7,400. So wait a minute. You just said it was worth $20,000. That's correct. In 2017. It went all the way down to $3,500 when it hit in March of 2020. I took this snapshot on April 6th. 36 Bitcoins at that time would produce $266,582. 36 Bitcoin. No one knew, no one would believe that, today, that Bitcoin today, just four, will produce $243,867. That's what the Bitcoin price being at 60,966. That's right before this call. But Bitcoin moves every day. What is scaring people? What scares people is the volatility. How Bitcoin could be worth $20,000 in December, and then next year or 2 years later, it's only worth $3,500, and then it climbs all the way back up to $60,000, and now it's getting ready to break $65,000. It's doing its thing right now, and we believe it's going to get to 75, 80, may even get to 100 grand. But who knew that a year ago, right? You could have got in for 3,500, and now you'd be worth 65. There's so many people became millionaires because of that. Millionaires. So our club is seeing 4 different iterations of ups and downs. We've seen the swings. The swings don't scare us. We understand what the swing is doing. It's giving us an opportunity to jump back in, get some more, and start using the cash flow that we get and start using that to create more assets. But a lot of us got these 4 Bitcoin, 4, 5, 10, 12, 15 Bitcoin for free. That's the difference with everybody else talking on YouTube. Everybody on YouTube is talking about what you got to do physically by yourself to get the cash flow. What we do is use a collaboration of a team building, right? The concept of a crowd fund to a point. We have a system not only where you can actually receive the crypto, but also get the education. And most people don't understand the education. I'm not gonna go through this process here. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna stop. I just want to stop sharing because I got to get you to understand this. The collaboration of us working together is the way you're gonna beat inflation. That's it. There is a individual way of doing it. You work hard like you do working at a job, right? Most jobs you don't work together as a team. In high school or college, unless you're going for your master's and then you're going to your PhD. When you're going for your bachelor's degrees, most of the time you're working as an individual. High school, you're working pretty much as an individual. Sometimes they do collaboration. Grammar schools, they pretty much work as an individual. Now the concept is starting to get it. They do better. We all do better when we collaborate with each other and we build each other up so that the slow ones can get the understanding better when they work in a group environment. More people are in a group environment, everyone seems to achieve more. And that's what happens in real business. In real business, they do a lot of collaboration, right? One team is going to work with another team. Somebody's going to work together to get that team together. In the military, we only work together as teams. That's it. We do not work as individuals. We all work as teams in the military. And that's a beautiful concept because we grow faster. The understanding of different concepts makes it become easy when those difficulties arise. We can work through the concept because you got more minds at play. Guys, I'm telling you right now, in this crypto space, it is collaboration of each other to let you know what's happening, right? So right now we're looking at some coins, they call them, cheap coins, right? Shit coins, they call them that. Little small coins that can turn into millions. You just don't know what's going to happen, but they do happen. I'm going to share a screen with you on a coin that happened to just take off. And now we got some more that's getting ready to do the same thing. They're trying to take off. I'm not going to give you all the information now, but I'm just going to give you what's happening. And so you can get a good idea on what you have to do, right? The whole goal is what do we got to do to become financially free? That's the thing that most people don't understand. What do we got to do to become financially free? Let me see here. Here we go. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen with you. I got two screens up. Let me bring up this one. All right, let me bring this screen. I'm gonna share again, and let me share my trade chart. Let's talk about Bitcoin real quick. So the cool thing about Bitcoin is that you see this picture of money. You got to understand what I'm saying to you. I'm a professional trader. You got to understand this concept, the picture of money. This is the picture of money. This base was a time to consolidation, was a time to start gathering. It was time to get in. Picture of money. That's 2020. It was around $8,000. Came up down here. It's not giving me another chart, but here's about 3,500 right here. Came up, right, till about basically 18, 19,000, almost 20, and it came back down again. Okay, and here we are right now in this time frame. Here we are right now in March, and we're about 4,000 right here. Came back up. It is time to collaborate. It's a time to get the funds, make things happen, right? So what you're doing when you look at Bitcoin is the key component of stableness, transformation. People always talk about, well, get the other coins. You don't know if the other coin's going to take off. You don't know. The coin that's got $1 trillion network, $1 trillion is Bitcoin. $1 trillion. It is the leader. It is the one that if somebody asked me today, should I buy some cheap coins and don't buy Bitcoin, I'll say you need to incorporate a little bit of Bitcoin into your plan. You got to incorporate a little bit, something, right? Because Bitcoin, without trading it, without trying to learn how to trade it, just by owning it, Bitcoin can easily go to 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, $500,000 a coin, right? No one knew back in 2017 that Bitcoin would even get to 20,000 in 2017. They had no idea. It's going to go to 1,000, 2,000 like it did in the past and come right back down. It did not do that. It kept going. And they said when it got to 8,000, it can't keep going. It's going to pull back. Everywhere you heard that all over the internet. You heard that on TV. And Bitcoin said, I don't care what y'all talking about. And it went up on its own to $20,000. 20 grand. And a lot of people didn't sell. They didn't take none off the table. I'm going to teach you to always take some off the table to pull some cash flow out, because you got to have some cash flow to pay the bills, right? I will always teach that. So when you think about these coins that people are coming up with, I want you to understand it is a gamble. Nothing is guaranteed, guys. I don't care how prominent somebody makes something sound, and all these people on YouTube got these videos up saying that, you know, they got all this talk about this coin is going to go through the moon and all this talk, and they have no idea. They don't have no crystal ball. They just trying to get y'all to look at their videos. They have no crystal ball. Okay, just realize if you're going out there getting these other coins, you may be holding on to those coins for infinity and it still don't go nowhere. Okay, there's a lot of coins that's like that. You don't know what coin is going to take off. They have no idea. They thought Tron was going to take off. They thought, you know, Dogecoin, it did take off. It went up to 70 cents and came all the way back down again to 15 to 20 cents, right? But the point is, you just don't know. A penny, if you can find a coin, let's talk about coins now. If you can find coins by going to CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, and you can punch coins in that have less than a penny, just think about what I'm saying. They less than a penny. They got maybe 4 or 5 digits or more that's less than a penny, right? You got 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and then some numbers, okay? That's it's like 1,000th or 200,000th of a penny. And you grab these coins, and some of these coins will go. Some will go, some will not. You don't know which one is going to go. You don't know how long it's going to go. So you got to be early enough to get some. And if you do get some, just be prepared to take some off the top as it goes. Now, I'm not saying take it all off, because if it's going, it's going to go. But if you are in a coin that's going to take off, take some off along the way up, especially get your initial investment out. Let me give you an example. So some coins that have those 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, you could spend $300, $500 and get millions of tokens. They call tokens coins. You get millions of them. Millions. Just think about it. Millions, right? So millions of it can just be sitting there, and then some of them take off. And then some won't. They'll sit there and they'll just sit there. And so this is what they call the pump and dump. The pump and dump. What does that mean? That means the people that come up with the coins, they give it some kind of movement. People come in, they get some movement going, and then a coin spikes up a little bit, and then it gets to a certain point, they make so many millions, and then they just take it off the top, and then boom, it's done all the way back down again. Then you lost. You say, oh, I put this money in and it's gone. You just got to realize, guys, that everything you put your money into, it will not produce a return. That's the reality of it. It will not produce a return. So think about what I'm saying to you. You got to be, yes, I'm serious, Kim. You got to be, people will put money in things that may not take off. Okay. Just be careful with all that, right? Just be careful. All right. So what I would suggest you do is make a list. Now, this is a free. This is a free platform called Trading View. Trading View is free. Now, I'm paying for mine because I do some more things with it. But you can get a free platform like this, and then you can come over here, click on the plus sign, and then you can add different coins that you speculate on. I want to teach you how to speculate. You go to CoinMarketCap, you bring it up, and you start looking at different coins that you like, doing some research. You like it. We did some training in our back office on how to read CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. Go to the back office on the MLS and start learning what we do. That's going to be in your starter level. If you're not a part of our training or join our club, can get there and go to the starter level and start learning. Okay, let me stop sharing for a moment. All right. So the cool thing is, once you start going into these coin market caps and start doing your own research, you're going to find some gems. You're going to find some gems that look and sound good. Then you can do some research on the internet. See who's talking about these gems. Who's talking about these coins, right? This person, this person, this person. And the more people talk about it, that may be one you want to dive into. Take a little bit. Don't put your mortgage in these plays. Don't do that. some of you are going to be in real bad trouble if things don't take off, right? Then they got a season that you're going to learn about. It's called the altcoin season, ALT coin season. That's when Bitcoin, the money is coming out of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is starting to sell off. And the money is not going to something outside of crypto. They're going to the cheap coins, and they're going to start pumping up those cheap coins. Okay. That's called an altcoin season. And a lot of people make a lot of money in the altcoin season if they learn to sell. And when should you start selling? As you start to make doubles and triples, you should start taking some off the top. Take some off the top. Take some off the top. Let me give you an example. I bought Dogecoin, right? Doggy coin. So I bought some Doggy coin at the time, and I spent maybe, I don't know, $2,000 on it. That coin made me 15 grand going up, made 15,000. I took 2,000, made 15,000. Some people did that with $300 and they made 15,000. I did it with 2 grand, made 15,000. I took about $9,000 off. It came back down, and I pumped a little bit more back in, maybe another $2,000 or $3,000. That was it. And then it came down. Instead of going up, it came down, and it stayed there for a moment. It's like right now, it's like 21 and 24 cents, right? I'm looking forward to go back up to 50, 70 cents, maybe go back to get to $1. It may never get to $1. That's what I mean. That's what I mean with y'all guys, right? It's, you don't know. You don't know which one's going to kick off. Now, how many coins did I buy? I bought a whole bunch of coins that went nowhere. Zero, like nowhere. Okay. Millions of tokens that went nowhere. It's a pump and dump. You don't know which one is going to take off. Okay. Enough about that. Now let's talk about this training that we're going to do on Saturdays. So, well, let's recap a little bit. So for all the years that some of you been here, you have been learning some different techniques on what to do. For example, with your credit. For example, with infinite banking, right? For example, some of you got learning a trade. And for the people that took the training for learn a trade, I'm about to do a special. So the last time I did a special on learn a trade, it was $200. $200. And I think we only had like maybe 30 people, 40 people that did it. And you didn't see the value in it. And a lot of people, the club didn't see it. And I never brought the price back down. It would never be $200 again. Never, ever, 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 ever. And if you ever get in that back office, and for the folks that have the education, they can write a little testimony on the chat right now. Is the training worth, is the training worth $50,000? I'll put it that way, because you can make it easily 50,000. Was the training and what you learned in that training, was it worth it? Every single penny? Of course. They can put testimonies up. So we're gonna do another launch. I'm just giving you guys heads up. I'm gonna do another launch. It's gonna be $597. $500. It costs $5,000. I'm doing it for $597. $597. And you could do it in 2 payments. Okay. $597. You could do it in 2 payments. So you can start learning to trade. And if you take the skills that I teach you in that training area to learn to trade, you would be able to understand when to purchase any coin, any stock, any option, any commodity, gold, silver, any index, S&P 500. You learn to do all of that in our trading. He says, what? Is that type of training? Absolutely. Absolutely. This is what I do every day. I love it. Just love it, love it, love it. So this is your early warning. This is going to be for Christmas. So you got a $597 deal going on right now to get going inside of the Trading Academy. It's already there. It's already in the back office. Got over 200 hours, well over 200 hours of education. Let's talk about trading a little bit. So what is it that you're going to learn in that back office? Well, first of all, what's in there? What's in the back office? So, there are 3 trading styles. Some of you understand one of them. You call it, day trading. But we don't call it that. The professional traders don't call it day trading. We call it scalping. We scalp. We use the ATM approach. The ATM approach. I stick my card into the ATM. I pull out $20, and I could do that 5 times a day. I'm making $100 a day. If you're making $100 a day, that's $500 a week. Unless you do it on Saturday and Sunday, which you could, that'd be $700 a week. But let's say $500 a week, 4 weeks, that's $2,000 a month. Most of you can quit your job if you made $2,000 a month, right? That's just on the ATM approach. Sometimes ATM approach, you make $1,500, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 using the ATM approach. But we ain't gonna say it that high. Just say $20. $20. But guess what? It's gonna be in Bitcoin, because you're learning where to do it at in Bitcoin. That's the first thing. Second style of trading is called swing trades. You learn this in the back office. A part of that same plan, you learn a swing trade. Don't you know that I paid? Let me give you an example of what I paid to learn how to trade. Let me give you one example. $5,000 to learn how to trade options. $5,000. 2 different courses. I spent $10,000 to learn how to trade options. Then I took how to trade FX. It took me another $5,000. How much is that? That's already $15,000, right? Then I had to learn S&P, another $5,000 to $7,000. Wait a minute. Say, Wallstreet, what do you mean? You're talking about commodities? Oh, yes. I had to learn. This is what I had to learn. It's what I paid for, right? So when you think about the money that I put in, and just to let you know, when I did my first option course, it was a 2-day weekend seminar. 2 days, $5,000. It was worth every penny. But you had to be on it, right? And then you come back and you test. That's when I took that course, okay? I took that training, working at the job, because it wasn't my job. It was working at the job, at a computer, on my laptop. I made $4,000 in 30 to 35 minutes. So was it worth it? And I'm still making money from that same concept today. So was the see, when you think of it that way, yeah, it took $5,000, but I'm still making money from it for the rest of my life. That's how you got to look at it. So what are you learning in the back office? You're going to learn how to scalp, day trading. You're going to learn how to swing trade, be in a trade like Bitcoin, could sit in this trade, Bitcoin, S&P, index, whatever we're trading, and I could be in that trade for 3 to 5 days. 3 to 5 days. Awesome. Then you learn wealth building. When you get to level 6 in our club, that's all wealth building. That's all wealth building. You're learning the secrets of wealth building, how to find a stock, how to dive into the stock, how to hold on to the stock, know when to enter the stock, and know when you do options, what you call options, expiration Friday. Every optionable stock is going to expire on a Friday, whether it's going to be a weekly, whether it's going to be a quarterly, whether it's going to be a monthly, right? It's going to expire. You got it? But every time they also, like, they have these things called, they have the notice that they're going to put out their numbers. Okay. For example, Google, they just came up with their numbers and the stock price dived down for $15, maybe $500, $700. So let me give you the example. So on one of these calls, I traded Google. It was called they're going to come up with their numbers. Okay. So I'm coming in the day before the numbers come out, the day before I close the market closes at 4 p.m. I put the option trade on at 3:58 p.m. 3:58, right before the market closes. Okay, I'm going to the upside. I'm taking my bet. I'm going to the upside that they're going to come out with some great numbers. So At 3:58 p.m., my orders got filled. The market closes. They start blowing up. They got this, what they call post-market. They going crazy. Google is making all this money. Okay. The next morning, it opens up at 9:30. At 9:30, I stayed in the trade until 9:35. And I pulled my profit. So from the trade, the whole trade was like 7 minutes. Counting 2 minutes before the market closed, 5 minutes in the market open. I pulled my trade off, and I made overnight. I made $1,500 in 7 minutes. That's called an option trade, expiration or option trade. You can do stuff like that. That's what's so beautiful about it. You got it. So you learn these different techniques inside of the trading platform we got in there. This is huge. This is so huge when you are able to learn the concepts of trading that you can keep until the day you die. My mentor was Mr. Woody. Okay. Woody was about maybe 78, 80 years old, 2005. I don't know, but I don't even know he living today, but he was that kind of mentor that taught me how to read the CCI, the Woody CCI. They call it the Woody CCI. And then I was a toolage under, Mr. Carter, right? John Carter. And then a few other folks that I was a part of, right? And so all this education that I paid for, I mean, huge amounts of money, guys, I paid for, but it was a benefit. It was better than getting a PhD. A PhD don't guarantee you're going to get paid. You can go get your doctorate degree. It don't guarantee you're going to get paid. Okay. But in the trading arena, you can make up to, you can make millions, right? You can make hundreds of thousands. You can make a great living just by doing that. So if you ever were interested in getting, the knowledge of being a trader, then it's already in the back office. It's me. I'm always there, right? Whenever you're ready, it's ready. Okay. You don't have to wait on me. Whenever you're ready, it's ready. It's already there. So it's 500 and what I say, $5.99? It's $599.
Well, you said $5.97, but
$5.97. Okay, $5.97.
yeah.
Let's keep it $5.97. All right, so $5.97. There you go. So once you get in there, you're ready to make things happen. Say, hey, Wallstreet, I'm ready to go. You ain't got to tell me. You can just go in the back office, say, hey, I want to do that. You can be able to send your payment to whatever. You can pay with Bitcoin. You could pay with Zelle. You could pay with, you do your credit card thing, whatever you want to do. But there you go, right? So here you go. $5.97. You could pay with other crypto if you want to, right? You can pay with Ethereum. You could pay. It's in your back office already. Just put when you send your payment, just make a note, hey, and take a picture of it. I sent this payment to join MLS Trading Academy. MLS Trading Academy. Okay. And then once you get in, you're gonna have basically $99 a month. If you want to stay in it, in January, that $99 a month kicks in January. Okay. So you got basically 2 whole months. If you get started today, you can have a great Christmas by whatever. Always learn. You're going to learn about using the different techniques we teach you. You're going to start out using with no money. It's called paper trading. And then you're going to start using some real money, right? You may start using some real money, but you're going to have to build up to that account. Okay. Now, when we talk about getting Bitcoin or getting some other coins in this system, what we're talking about is not trading it. I don't want you to be in, let's say right now you want to build wealth building technique. You want to build wealth. MLS, what we want you to do is build wealth. That's a wealth building technique. That means you're not going in to trade it. You're going to buy it and hold. You're going to buy it and hold. So if you buy Bitcoin, I don't want you trying to trade Bitcoin, because what you're going to be doing is donating to the market, especially if Bitcoin gets one of those big, strong pullbacks. It comes in, you bought the right spot, it pulls up, and all of a sudden it claims all the way back down, breaks your low, and keeps going lower. It blows out your account. I done lost $50,000, $70,000, stuff like that. Okay, just letting you know that's real. So when we talk about buying to hold, wealth building, Then we talk about you going to buy it and hold on to it, not really caring where the market is going up and down. It's not going to be tied into margin requirement. You're just going to buy it to hold. And then when you're ready to sell, you can sell if you want to, or hold it, or say, hey guys, it hit a certain key point. It's time to take a little bit off the top. It's just a little, take off the top, right? If you put in, for example, if you put in $5,000 to buy Bitcoin, and all of a sudden it went to 30, 40, 50 grand, why not take 5,000, 8,000, 10,000 off? You got your initial investment back plus some profit. Guess what? You can sleep at night. You can't be a loser. That's the benefit. Okay. All right. Enough about that. So we understand the concepts of wealth building. This what I'm really giving you right now is the concepts of wealth building. If you listen to me and read between the lines, I'm helping you understand how to grow wealth. Okay. You got a little bit of speculation. What's speculation? What does that mean? Oh, I like this coin. I'm going to jump in this coin and take that as speculation. Do I have so much confidence in Bitcoin? I do. Is it speculating? It still is, because Bitcoin can drop back down to $30,000, $20,000. It's still speculation, but I can get in it and I can hold, and I expect that because I know it's going to go back up. Eventually, Bitcoin is going to go back up. It's going to break the previous high. What was the previous high when I first got into Bitcoin? It was $2,000. It came back down to 486. I bought it at 486. It went up to $1,000. I said, if it break 46, it's going to go to 1,000. It went to 1,000. I was happy. I was happy at 1,000. And then it went to 2. Then it went to 3. It broke its previous high. It went to 3. Then it kept going. It went to 20,000, came all the way back down, went down to 17. Then it dropped all the way back down again to $3,500 again. Guess what I did? I bought some more. And eventually it broke 20,000 and it went to 60. Wow. Now we at 65. If it pulled back recently to 30,000, 29,000, 30,000. And now we're looking to break that previous high, 65,000, looking to go to 70, 75, $80,000. That's what we're talking about. See, wealth building, right? The concepts, if you understand the market, where it's going, how it's going, you understand that concept, right? Now, let's talk about something else. The back office is so key to you learning about wealth. I'm closing now. We gotta understand this part. There's so much. We are redoing the classes in the back office at the same time, but there's so much education in there that the videos is there. We just gotta put the videos back to where they were, right, with some new thumbnails on them. But the education in the back office is very key, especially when it comes to your credit. Somebody says, oh, Wallstreet, that credit program is already out there on the internet. Yeah, it may be, but I doubt everything is on there. They want you to pay for credit. They want you to pay for credit. You're talking about $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 to get your credit up, and they keep milking you. They're going to milk you. The basis of credit falls in 2 categories. The basis of personal credit falls in 2 categories, mainly 2. Don't worry about the late payments. Don't worry about charge-offs. Don't worry about bankruptcies. So what are you talking about, Wallstreet? That's what my credit all jacked up. I get it. I understand. I had bankruptcy. I had late payments. I still got 2 on my credit right now. Late payments. My credit score still went to 760. It's still going to go to 800. Say, wait a minute. You got late payment on your credit report right now. I don't have perfect credit. I still got over $100,000 in extreme credit cash flow. So wait a minute, you got a late payment and I'm still got $100,000 of cash flow on my credit? The answer is yes. Yes, I do. Yes. So how are you doing it? What you believe out there is that you got to get all that stuff written off. You got to get all that stuff taken off. The bankruptcies, the late payments, the whatever's going on. You got to get all that taken off for you to start making some money on the credit. Nope. What's really driving your credit and getting rewarded for the credit, what's driving that is 2 things. Utilization. What is utilization? How much you're using off the credit cards. How much you're using off the credit cards. Your goal is to use less than 30%. Hopefully, you got some more cash flow coming in that you can get the 30%, use it, and then go ahead and pay it off. But guess what? I don't even care, because I jump to 90% on my credit cards. 90%. I'm using the hell out my credit cards. I'm taking, if a car got 10,000, I'm taking down 9,000. It gave me 10, I'm taking down 9. I'm paying the 9 back off. Right? You with me? So Wallstreet, when you borrow 9,000, your credit score dropped to 600. I get it. It dropped to 610, 620, 630. I don't care. Why I don't care? Because I know when I pay the car back off, it's going to skyrocket right back up again. That's what I've been telling you. You see? This is the key for you to make money. If you worried about having a perfect credit score and have no money, then you got the wrong concept of using credit. You got to get the credit to use it to get you some more assets to pay off stuff quicker, right? If they're going to give me $10,000 and I got $5,000 of debt that's beating me down, I'm going to take the 10,000, pay off the 5,000, get rid of that debt. Now I got me a new car that I can work on at the same time as knocking that out. When I get it paid down, my score jumps up. Then I get me a brand new credit card and I build it up, right? You saw my little picture. I had all those different cards in my hand, right? You start building on that. So some people says, well, I don't want no credit card. I just got one. I just got two. I said, okay, cool. You just got one or two. I got 10. I got $100,000 on it. 100 grand to do whatever I need. If I'm in a bind, I can go get some money. If you in a bind and your card is not available, the cash flow on the card is not available, you in a bind for real. How do you build a banking system? See, I'm trying to teach you how to build your own banking system. OPM, using other people's money until you get to the point where I'm taking the credit and then I'm going to start funding my assets. So now we understand that I got to dump this cash flow off this card. I'm going to dump some of that into my insurance. I'm going to dump some of that into my crypto. I'm going to use the utilization. My credit score is going to suffer. I get it. Credit score is going to suffer. I'm going to take the cash flow off. I'm going to pay down to my insurance. I'm going to take a little bit to pay my credit, my crypto. And guess what? Now when I come around, I'm paying off the bill. Hopefully the Bitcoin or whatever the crypto you got is making some profit. It's going up, right? Remember I told you a story about Dogecoin? I made basically 15,000, took some off. Guess what I did with it? Took some off and paid it right back onto the credit card. Bam. Good investment. Paid it off. Credit score jumped right back up, right? Got a couple more cards came in. Couple more. Look, sometimes they just send you a card or they increase your cash flow on the card itself. Mindset. Your philosophy of money. Philosophy is going to keep you broke or is going to help you create more assets. Your money philosophy is not the same as mine or your neighbors or your parents. Your grandparents and your parents might think a certain way about credit and scared and all this other stuff. And now here's Wallstreet teaching you a whole different concept that is going to blow that whole philosophy they taught you out the water. Because I'm giving you the whole new experience on what I did to grow 100,000 plus in personal credit, let alone what I'm doing in business credit, right? So this is how you're going to grow. So the first one is utilization. We talk about two things, right? It's really based on credit. Two things. There's 5 total. There's 5, but 2 is the most important one, utilization. If I can get my utilization down, my credit score is going to jump up. If I got to use it, I got to use the money off the utilization. I got to get the money off the card to do what I need to do, pay the bill, whatever I got to do, right? The second one is really going to come down to, some people debate about this, right? Is the new cards you're getting, the new cards. Okay. So what's the new cards we're talking about? So that's when they talk about your, what do they call it? Help me out there, Pam.
You say new card. I have no idea what direction you're going in.
If you apply for a card today, do you apply for another card tomorrow, another card the next day? I forgot what they call it. Oh my God, it just slipped my mind just fast. But here,
Right.
this is, what is it called?
No. I just say I know what you're talking about.
All
It's
right,
not a
so
good thing though.
it slipped my mind, but it's right there, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if you're going to apply for a card today, and then you apply for another card tomorrow, you can really do that. You can really apply for 3 cards in the same day. Okay, 3 cards in the same day. So let's say your score jumps up, boom, boom, boom. If somebody knows what I'm talking about on the chat,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and put it on the chat, guys. It just slipped my mind what it is. So let's say we get there, right? I can just go to Credit Karma. Did I bring it up? No, I didn't. Let me go to Credit Karma so I can give you a little bit of what we're talking about here too. And then we're gonna close this out. All right. Let me go to it real quick here, just so you guys can see. That was a trick.
Somebody said inquiries.
There you go.
Marvin said
inquiries. There you go. Inquiries. There you go. Inquiries. There you go. Inquiries. We got it. Inquiries.
Okay.
All right. So when we think about inquiries, it could really hurt your credit, but also it can really improve your credit. All right. So when you have 7 inquiries, it's going to reduce your credit score. It's going to reduce it, right? Because it's too new. It's too new. It says new credit hurts your credit score. New credit hurts your credit score. Only for a little while though. And then all of a sudden it starts to slow down. And then each month you get a new value on your credit based on how many years from your oldest credit to your newest credit, right? So let's say, for example, I already got three credit cards. I got 3 credit cards right now. And then my credit score is up. I see it's up like 680, right? 700, somewhere in that range, 680. So you know what? Let me go ahead and I'm going to order 3 more cards right now. I'm going to do 1, 1, and 1, 3 more cards. I might get American Express. I might get, a Discover card and another Visa, whatever the case may be, right? You get 3 more cards. All of a sudden, next month, it's going to show up. Oh, you apply for new credit. Your inquiries went up. It's going to reduce your credit score. And it's going to turn back around. It's going to go right back up again. Your credit score is going to suffer, but you got new credit. So wait a minute. My credit score went down. But I got another $5,000, $10,000, or $20,000 more of other people's money. The bank said, hey, you know what? Here's another $5,000 on this card. Here's another $7,500 on this card. Here's another $7,500 on this card. You got 3 more cards that came in, and then instantly you just raised up your utilization. Now your utilization availability drops. Well, increases, and then your debt utilization drops because you got an additional more credit that's going to boost up your score in the following month. Those are only 2 that really matter. We can have debates on late payments and all the other stuff. I don't even care. I'm telling you right now, those 2 is what really matters. If you get the credit to buy more stuff, to get more cash flow out, to purchase more assets, utilization is going to hurt you, but my credit cash flow came in. That's the benefit of credit. In America, I love this from Dr. I love this one. What he said, He said, in America, may not be other countries, but in America, it's American to be in debt. It's American to be in debt. Now, what are you talking about? It's American to be in debt. What are we really talking about? They have the credit available to do what you need to do, whether it's going to be a home, cars, cash flow. In crypto, you got to think of it that way. That's how I think about it. That's what I've been building my wealth on. I'm circulating that money, like you heard me say last week. This is the concept. You got to break through. That's your concept. Once you understand that concept, you break through it, you're going to be fine. With that being said, guys, I'm turning it back over to Pamela. Take it over, and I am done. Here you go.
All right, Wallstreet. Well, you sound like me. You act like you forgot my name. Um, Wallstreet, I tell you, that was a lot of great information, especially about the credit. And I know they are like going crazy over your special for the trading. Okay, so I do have to clarify some things. I got text messages, and there was a couple of questions here. All right, so let's kind of clarify. There is a difference in the trading academy and joining level 6, right? Okay.
Absolutely.
So, all
Yes.
right, because
6 is about wealth building, and you can get into the Trade Academy.
exactly.
You can
So
get in the Trade Academy. If you're on level 6, you can get in the Trade Academy as well. Okay.
exactly.
Level
Okay.
6 is completely different. Okay. I'm just putting it out there.
It's absolutely completely different. Okay, so I wanted to make sure I clarify that. We do have a question here. Okay, Kendall Baker says, will you be doing live trading with the 597, or is it only including the back office training?
I'll pop up now and then. I'm not going to make a dedicated approach every single day, but I will pop in there and say, okay, guys, listen, I'm going to the trade room. I give you notice. I go into the trade room. We'll get in there. We'll trade maybe a couple hours. I don't. This one. Let me understand. Let me say something to everybody too about trading. When you first get started, you want to be trading 24 hours a day. Your mindset is like, I'm going to learn. I'm going to get there and do this. I used to do that, but now I only trade like 2 hours a day. I make enough money. I'm done. Get it. Get out the way. All the money in the market is not your money. Let somebody else get it.
I heard that. Okay. I think that is it as far as the trading. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Crypto Queen. I know you want to clarify that. Kevin. Okay, Kevin asks, what does it cost to rejoin MLS? Now, Kevin, you're already in MLS. I don't know if you asked for yourself or not. If anything, guys, you just need to renew, and it's $99. Okay, it's a special right now. It's not $149. It's $99 to reactivate. And Janice, I do see that you responded, but I wanted to make sure that everybody did hear that. Okay. All right. Thank you, Bob Fletcher. So, Wallstreet, that is it. I didn't have any more questions. I just wanted to clarify those things. So, do we have to be on level 6 to be able to take advantage of the 597? No. No. He's actually allowing you, and I'm
Right.
not sure who to
Let's
help
clarify
me.
this. That is only for active members. That is not for the public.
Oh, yeah. No, the public would
If
have
they
to
not,
join the club first.
if they're not a part of the club, you can't get for 597. If you are in a part of the club and you're not active, you can't get it for 597. You have to be an active member. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Absolutely. Thank you. Crypto Queen. So what does a person do if they paid $350 to join MLS? Doesn't matter, Queen. They're active right now. Okay. They're in the club, correct, Wallstreet?
That's correct. If they
All
are
right.
active member, remember anybody that came under the dollar value, 350, whatever it was, they are now part of the fractional system that we're
Yes,
in,
we
right?
upgraded them
So they
for
upgrade to the
free.
fractional system for free. They're good. They just got to be active. Just stay active. Good to go. Let's make it happen.
Hmm. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Wallstreet. I do have one last announcement, guys. Wallstreet, don't leave because I want you to be here for this. Okay. Um, so announcements. One moment, guys. One moment here. Okay, so on I had somebody ask what time was the cryptoology. This is an old flyer, guys, but I want to go ahead and put this up just as I'm talking about it. Again, it is Saturday and it is at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As soon as I create a new flyer and add our new logo, it will be in the back office by tomorrow. Okay, want to make sure that I clarified that for you guys. Um, the table talk, I may do one this week because I actually had planned to do a leadership training tomorrow night, but I wanted to give a lot of the leaders that fell off and those that want to be leaders, okay, or want to be a part of the leadership group. I wanted to give you guys a week to be able to get qualified. Okay, qualify yourself and get into the group. So I will do a MLS table talk on Thursday, and I will let you guys know who my guest is going to be, and we will go from there. All right. And then our last announcement for the night, I'm gonna give you guys. I'm gonna have to get some sound effects here. We got a drum roll, please. I want to congratulate our top wealth educator of October. Okay. This is who we call our crypto queen. And guys, there's a reason why she's the top leader from last month because her team is always on these calls. If you look at the comments, it's crypto queen family, crypto queen, crypto queen. So those who show up, guys, they go up. Okay. So congratulations to you, Asada. You are the top wealth educator of the month. And why is she the top educator of the month? Well, she was a top referrer of the month, and she was the top crypto earner of the month. So congratulations to
Awesome.
Asada. As I told you guys, we are starting our recognition back. All right, so let's go ahead and make that happen. So with that
Let me
being,
say, wait. Before you do that, let me say
I
one
was just
thing about
going to
this.
ask you if you
Yeah,
had
let me say
anything
one
else.
thing.
Mhm.
So I want y'all to think about something. When you look at your money, your cash, I'm not gonna say money, I'm gonna say crypto, right? So crypto, because crypto is cash flow. It's not money. The government don't call it money. But if you look at from where you were last year to where you are today, did your cash flow increase or decrease? Most people had a decrease. Not because MLS wasn't here, it's because no one worked it. You didn't work the MLS. I'll put it that way, right? If you work MLS, if you worked it, guess what? Your cash flow came. If you started to get into that back office and you start putting together the training, the lessons that we did, and I made all that training up for you to become successful. And most people, because we could pull stats on it, most people do not even go in the back office. That I don't understand. That part it got me blown away. I don't understand it. Because if you can get to a point where you take, for example, tonight, you take the crypto and you start understanding what I talked about in that crypto space, or you take the credit card space and you start building up on those credit card space, right? You start educating yourself, getting that credit up, start getting your utilization, get some more, start stacking those cards, right? Before you know it, you got 30, 40,000. That can get you 5,000 more dollars in crypto or 10,000 more dollars in something that literally can turn into what? Another 20, 30, 40, 50 grand just based off that little bit of education. It's not you got to look at MLS as a university of wealth. It's a university of wealth. It's not just there just to be saying we got something for people to log into. No, it's a university of wealth. And if you take advantage of the wealth, if I say, hey man, if you get in the back office, I'll teach you how to make $1 million. Would you go there and do it? Well, guess what I did? I put it in the back office so you can learn how to do it. You said, what? Wait a minute. The back office got $1 million worth of education in it? Yes. Yes. And it's not about bringing in 1,000 people. Like some of the other things that's out there, you got to bring in 1,000 people to make that kind of money. Here is not like that. It's nothing close to that in our club. It's not there. So it's $1 million, guys. It's $1 million. It's $1 million. If you put the work in, it's $1 million. You get your educated, it's $1 million. You get to the trading, it's $1 million. It's so many ways of making $1 million in the club. You're just not taking advantage of it. That's all I got to say. I'm done.
Okay. I know you can't help it sometimes. We have to get in there and you get so excited and passionate about helping us. And we appreciate you for that. We appreciate you for that. So congratulations again, Asada. You guys, we're going to call it a night. I'm not going to play the outgoing song since I don't have the proper microphone, but I will be ready for you guys next week. Hang in there with me. I'm still getting back into the swing of things, but I miss you guys so much. So glad to be back. All right. So it is 10:27 and it's it, guys. We're going to call it a night. So thank you so much for being here. And I will see you guys on Thursday. Congratulations again, Asada. Bye-bye.